So Fantastic Beasts 3, oh, it is flopping hard, and Warner, they are panicking, trying desperately to salvage this. And this move that they're trying, I mean, it goes beyond panic, it goes beyond desperation. This is admitting that your franchise is flopping and saying, hey, we don't know what to do. I mean, things have gotten so bad for the franchise that you have the media saying now, why do you even want to bother putting this out? It's a doomed franchise. It's a cursed franchise. The magic, it is worn off alarmingly. I mean, that's their words. And this is from Shill Media. I wonder, do you think that Warner Brothers ever thought when they were canceling somebody that these words here, they would actually apply to them?
I can promise you that no one is safe. Not one of you. Not one of you. Not anyone out that door. No one is safe as long as someone is willing to say one sentence. Takes one sentence and then there's no more ground.
Now, you and we're going to talk about proof of panic and desperation. I mean, Warner, they are freaking out by this. They're trying to move the movie around, drop it where it works out. And dropping it on that date, it's not only transparent, it showcases that they're afraid of JD. They're afraid of that nameless person in Virginia. You and we're going to talk about that now. Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. So hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And if you really want to point out the desperation of Warner, showcasing how much they're really panicking behind the scenes, look no further than the date on this. I mean, drink that in. April 15th, 2022. Now, if you find yourself asking, why exactly does that matter, that umbrella guy? Well, I want to point you to this right here. It's from the real Laura B on Twitter. Definitely check her out. She does a great job covering this stuff. I can say nothing but good things, but check out the date at the very bottom for trial. 04/11/2022. Yep, just 2 short weeks ago, while we were all distracted, you had Warner Brothers drop this under their Fantastic Beasts brand. Hashtag Fantastic Beasts. They gave the name to the Fantastic Beasts 3 franchise, by the way. The Secrets of Dumbledore. In theaters, April 15th, 2022. Now, if you're thinking that sounds crazy, that umbrella guy, well, you have to remember something. Warner, they're not just panicking. They are watching this brand fall apart. I mean, it is flopping. It has flopped from day one. And what they want you to do is they want you to think anything but. In fact, if you look at the comments to this, well, you'll notice something. All of the comments here, they're positive. Have you noticed that? Every single thing is positive. Why? See, from what I heard from sources in the know, and when I say sources in the know, by the way, I'm not talking about sources like the media does it, quote unquote sources. I'm talking about people that are positioned within Warner Brothers that actually know about this panic. Warner Brothers went to a great deal of effort to sell this idea that everything's fine. That's what they're trying to do with that date. They want people to think everything is fine. Why? Because the reaction, the reality, it scares them. And if you want to know what the reality looks like, by the way, all you got to do is push this little button right here. Now, when you click on that button, you get 3 types of tweets. I'm going to warn you, by the way, when you click on that button, people, they are pretty much unrestrained. They're going to say what they want to say. They talk about Dumbledore. They talk about J.K. Rowling. But something that you see come up over and over again, no JD, no point. You Warner Brothers. And you look at how many people are signing off on this, by the way. You have 4,000 likes to this versus, if you look at it, there's no blowback to this at all. And remember that Warner Brothers, they went out of their way to hide this. And even hiding it, 4,000 people managed to find it. These types of comments are everywhere. everywhere hidden too. Here's another one they decided to try to pull down. These movies aren't worth watching without JD. This one, by the way, it has 553 likes to it. Again, you're talking a lot of attention for something they tried to slide out of the way and pretend wasn't there. It's like I noted at the time, you not only had media talking about this, but you had shill media that were bringing this up. This is an article from the Mary Sue. The Mary Sue, they have become very ardent defenders of Warner Brothers and also that nameless person. They back every hashtag that basically empowers that person and the false accusations that they implied. Well, look at the headline that they were forced to put out. Things we saw today. The Fantastic Beasts Twitter account sure is having a time hiding all of those replies. Why do they have to say that? Because they know there is panic. They know they need to push this off and deflect somehow, but they don't know how. I mean, when you're looking at this, again, everyone agrees this movie, it is flopping real time. Now, The Guardian, a shill site for Warner Brothers for sure, but more importantly for that nameless person, comes out and pretty much gives away the ghost when it comes to Warner Brothers' decision about that date and dropping it right in the middle of the court case. You can see it right here in their headline. Listen to this, especially the byline portion. Can Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore, work some magic on the wizarding world? Now pay attention to this next part here. Part 3 of the Harry Potter prequel series had better have some good tricks up its sleeve, or the future of this tarnished franchise will be in doubt. AKA, if they don't manufacture some magic right here, this franchise, it is done. Let's make no mistake, it will end it right here, and everyone attached knows it. These headlines, they only get worse too. I mean, look at this one here, from the same shill site, no less. Why are Warner Brothers persisting with the doomed Fantastic Beasts film? And like I said previously, this adds other qualifiers too. Qualifiers like curse, qualifiers like, the magic has worn off alarmingly. Yeah, they're telling you in no uncertain words, this thing, it is going to fail. See, you have to remember that ever since JD spoke up about what Warner Brothers was doing behind the scenes, unceremoniously dumping him from this franchise, that Warner Brothers, they have been in full press damage control. That's meant doing everything from silencing people like Jude Law with non-disclosure agreements to dragging out Mads Mikkelsen and saying, hey, why don't you go out and make us look good? Why don't you bring up JD? To probably the most desperate move I have ever seen from one of these companies, dropping a movie during a court case, hoping that those headlines for that will overwhelm the headlines for this, and maybe, just maybe, give it a free pass. But anyway, let me know what you think about this movie. Yeah, tell me what you think in the comments. And as always, I appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work, so thank you. Want to help the channel out in a different way too? There are links in the description. We can always use your help, so check that out. Also, share this thing everywhere. Subscribe, you know that drill. But you being here, that matters. Sincerely, I mean that too. So thank you. I appreciate you. Ending here. See you soon.